Hi Australia, it's Planet Australia. For the people that are suffering in the floods, my thoughts and blessings go out to the people of Australia that are now impacted with the storms and floods and everything else that they've got to put up with and endure. So my blessings and thoughts go out to you people of Australia. My blessings also go out to the people that are now in war time. My blessings and thoughts go out to those people, and my blessings for your courage and victory to win, I bless you with also. Alright, now look Australia, we've got a very, very important topic, I think now more than ever should be brought to light, because there's been so many victims of domestic violence abuse where it escalates, where the woman ends up being murdered, and it can't go on. And I hear so much talk of women's movements and what women are going to do about this, and spokespeople for different views on what a woman should now endure in life. And I think a lot of women have got it wrong, because women's movements, being a feminist, call it what you want, isn't just about fighting for the right to be heard or to be placed in a workplace or that sort of thing, you know what I mean? It means so much more for women. And there are so many women out there that don't have a voice. And it's domestic violence that is a big part of this with women, because a lot of women get caught up in domestic violence and don't have anybody they can turn to, even though they have family, friends, but they don't have any real support. They don't have any real spokesperson in that immediate help or situation. They don't get that. And from there it escalates into fear, being petrified, and especially when you have children and animals, and there are people in your life that know how to gaslight you, how to manipulate you, how to domineer you and tear you and wear you down to the point that you don't have any energy left. And what energy a woman in that situation has is enough just to be able to sustain what she's got to give to her family, her children, her animals, and she forgets about herself. So when those women call for help, for support, for a spokesperson, they call one person, one organisation, and that's the police. And when the police come out to domestic violence, where there are women and children and animals involved, they go out and assess it, because they don't have the tools, they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the training to assess it. So when they do go out and assess it, they don't know what they're looking for, the signs, what's happening. They only go out and assess the situation if they think, most of the time when a woman's saying it's all right, it's okay, you can go, then they'll write a little event, what's happened, and then go. That's it. So what I think should happen, and if there is, a conscience in the government and they say they want real change and in the police force, not only for training, but there should be a law passed, because we have a law passed for witness protection. Why isn't there now a law passed where it's victim protection, where women, children, animals are immediately removed from that environment, that situation? The police are called, they don't know how to assess it, but you damn doot and dollar that this woman is in fear of her life with her family, her children, her animals, and she doesn't know how to get out but to ring the police, or somebody in the neighbourhood's rung the police. Well, they should have now where they have a victim's protection. They should be removed from that environment. The woman, the children, the animals, removed to a safe environment under the protection of the New South Wales Police Force. They have a team, they have a support team, they have a network out for that, and they have safe houses for these women and children and animals to go to. And in between that time, when the guy's been taken down to the police station and the lunatic's been let off or let go on bail, that at least when that woman is removed, and even if she says, no, I don't want to be removed, but the police have assessed by the environment that something's going on and it's not right, well, that woman doesn't have a choice, because it's taken out of the police's hand. They know by the environment what's going on, what they've accumulated in evidence so far, that this woman is in need of protection. So if the police force was to do something like that, I think would be, a lot of women would appreciate that, because most of the time they can't make that call. They're so confused, they're so terrified, petrified inside, they don't know what to do. Most of them aren't thinking straight. All they're thinking about is keeping their children safe, their animals safe. So you've got to assess it like that. And if the government wants to do something about this, and the New South Wales Police Force want to do something, get that going. Victims protection. Victims protection for women, children and animals. They're removed straight away out of that environment and taken somewhere safe. So when the maniac is let off overnight, that you can be sure in the hell that he's going to go back and he's going to try every attempt, but that is not going to lead anywhere, okay? Because that woman, the children, the animals, they've been removed and put into victims protection, somewhere safe, somewhere protected by the New South Wales Police Force, to support them with a unique team, a support team, a network of police that are specially trained in that. Because it does come down with the police. It does come down to the police, and it does come down to the government making these decisions, not sitting on your bums, not, wondering whether, oh gosh, we can sort it out another way. Well, it's not going to happen, because there's so many victims out there screaming out for help in silence, and no matter how many spokeswomen that get on the stage and, get awards and whatever else, aren't going to help these people. You need real action. You need actions are louder than words, I believe. So all the walk and talk that all these women do to fight for women's rights, to be heard, to not be discriminated against, to be not put down by men? Well, where does it first start? Mind, body and soul. So I believe that this has got to be a real change in society. It's got to be, a moonlight flip change. It's got to happen. And it's got to happen really soon. Because there's been too many victims, young victims, mothers left, children left without mothers. So when these children grow up and they wonder where mum and dad is or where mum is, what do you say? What happens? So I think there's got to be a real change for these women in need. There's got to be a voice out there, and what it has got to be, it's got to be provided by the New South Wales Police Force and the government, doing a moonlight flip, making a real quick decision on this and saying, all right, well, we've got what? Witness protection. Why not victim protection? That's what I'd call it. Safe houses for these women. Remove them straight away out of their environment, even if they say they don't want to go. They're made. That's it. End of story. They're removed from that environment. I believe then the women have got a fighting chance of staying alive and at least fighting for their rights to be heard in a court, so the people that are out to hurt them, their loved ones, are dealt with by the courts, so these people aren't left alone. But they've got to have true help through the court system and support systems through the court to keep them going, to maintain that safety. That is most important, I believe. Anyway, Australia, that's all I wanted to say on the matter. As you know, the budget 2022 is coming out, so I can't wait to hear and see, and oh wow, I wonder what it's going to be. A pocket full of surprises, I bet. But anyway, look after yourself. Wear masks where you've got to, look out for what you've got to. Try and keep hygiene, sanitisers going, your masks. Do the 1.5 if you can. A lot of coughs around, a lot of flus around. Try and, remember that, COVID and Omicron and BA1 and BA2, just goes, mutates and mutates. So you want to protect yourself somehow. But anyway, Australia, please look after yourself. And as I said, the people in Ukraine, please, my blessings and thoughts go out to you people. And of course Russia, because people of Russia don't, never thought, like the people of Ukraine, that they'd be in this situation of war because of one man. That's a cowardless spine, and I'll say it again. Vladimir Putin, you're a cowardless spine of a man without any codes. But anyway, and to the people of Oz, just keep hope and faith, and my prayers and thoughts go out to you and everybody else in the world. But until next time, I will say my codes. Respect, dignity, honour and integrity. Respect, dignity, honour and integrity. Respect, dignity, honour and integrity. And faith, of course. Wow, what a night. I'm so tired, so can't wait to go to sleep and hear the rain, because there is so much rain. But the rain doesn't affect me, but it affects a million others. So my thoughts go out to you people. Anyway, until next time, look after yourself, and thank you to my subscribers. I love you, and I thank you for, subscribing. It means a lot to me, because what I talk about on my tubes, I talk about just plain, because I'm a normal Joe, a plain Joan, a plain Jane, call me what you want, just a normal Joe, like you guys out there. So I really hope that my topics are very interesting, informative, and on top of that, I hope you enjoy, my tubes. But until next time, like, subscribe and comment. Bye, y'all, from Planet Australia. Take care.